Hi everyone, my name is Michaela van der Merwe. I'm an associate attorney practicing down in Cape Town. So I'm doing this course just because I'm looking to change industry slightly and wanted to upskill. Really great to be in this smaller group with you guys and looking forward to engaging over the coming weeks. Sorry, I'm posting a little bit late this week, so I'm not going to get as much back and forth with you all as I was hoping, but hopefully moving forward I'll be able to get this done on the weekends, and yeah, just looking forward to everybody's contributions moving forward. So I think that there's been a lot of people touching on what we think of when we think of compliance. So I'm going to touch on the second one a little bit, of what happens when the compliance function is equally corrupt. I think you can sort of look at this through two lines of whether you can be part of the change if you're on the inside, or just maybe what some external factors are that will hopefully lead to sort of the truthful outing in that sense. But yeah, so obviously when you're on the inside, you've got to hope that with effective mechanisms in place, the compliance function actually can't be corrupt. With certain levels of line reporting and transparency and accountability, the reason that those checks and balances exist is specifically to be able to catch out compliance. And as long as there actually are checks and balances on every level and you are using the correct processes and mechanisms, one would hope that you couldn't be able to get away with that. I know a lot of us are starting out, so coming in from a junior perspective, might not be a lot that we can change internally if some of these systems are corrupt, but there are boards and authorities that we can go to, and I think it's important that we flag these things and just stick to our ethical codes of conduct moving forward and everything, and try get mechanisms in place that do combat corruption from the inside. And obviously the whole point of compliance is for that very reason. So yeah, hopefully none of us end up in that position, but I think with the correct lines of management, that can be overcome. And then obviously from an external perspective, if corruption's being done well on the inside, it's very unlikely that on the outside we could know about it until everything goes wrong. And then we sort of got to rely on the downfall factor effectively. But, as we say, when we compare shareholder interests to stakeholder interests, and when you forget to account for the stakeholders, that's when these companies and these organizations, they'll experience the reputational damage. They can experience the loss of profits from that. There's fines, there's profits falling, there's just a lack of confidence in the market. And obviously now with more regulatory sanctions, there's the prison sentences that are popping up as well. But again, these things are only actually effective in rooting out corruption once we actually know that it's happened.